Let's move on to another area in which the war against Trump, essentially, that's what it is occurring. And this is something people may need a little explanation for, but there's a story near the top right now of the Gateway Pundit, that also by Josh Kaplan, about Ukraine and the connection there. And people are probably like, what? What's going on with that? So maybe we can give them a
Right.
primer.
You know what's interesting is this story broke back in January. Politico put up this article about how the Ukrainians were colluding with the Clinton campaign to defeat Trump because they thought that they'd have better footing with Hillary in office. And then once Trump was elected, they were all scared that Trump was going to lash out and hit back at them because they had supported Hillary. But it's so amazing that they actually, they spell out how Hillary was colluding with these people. They were giving her information. The media's never touched it. It's actually proof of collusion. And instead, we have a media that continues to hit out at the Trump people for no collusion at all. Nothing. They've yet to prove anything. They've yet to show evidence that Russia was actually hacking any of these the departments or the DNC like they want to claim happened. So this story it hasn't got any press at all, and there was now a group. It's called FACT. It's the Foundation for Accountability and Civic Trust, and today they filed a complaint with the FEC over the alleged collusion between these Democrats and the Ukrainian government.
And what is the connection? I keep hearing his name mentioned in regard to Ukraine, as it is with so many things. What is the connection to George Soros over there?
Oh, I know Soros has been very active in some of these Eastern Bloc countries, and I know that a couple of them have banned his organizations from actually working in
Hungary, right?
Yeah, Hungary was one. So there's a lot of pushback against Soros. He does. It's amazing. We see this man who he finagles with the U.S. elections. He's always for the most radical causes, and now we see that he's done this over in several European countries too.
It's amazing, and of course, as I wrote about on Friday, who is very defensive of him, but our good old friends at the ADL is just. It's amazing to me how they circle the wagons around George Soros, a guy who collaborated with the Nazis. Yet, you see this.
Stunning.
And by the way,
it's stunning.
What else is stunning is when you think of Ukraine, obviously not all the people in the Ukraine support the Ukrainian government and the people over there, but when you think about their collaboration with total communist types, Soros, Hillary, I'm putting them in the category. And when you think about Ukrainian history, what happened there in the late 20s, early 30s, when they basically forcibly starved the population, millions of people, and it was the communists doing it, it's just so ironic to me. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, Jim. You just can't.
Yeah. I think this Ukrainian government, they're struggling. They've been attacked during the Obama years. Here's another hot spot Obama did nothing about. Allowed the Russians to come in, take Crimea, and a big chunk of Ukraine, and then there was really no reaction from the Obama administration except some sanctions. So this is a floundering, weak government. I think they hedged their bets thinking Hillary was going to win, and their bet was wrong. And so now they're they have to live with it. But I think the Hillary campaign, maybe they'll finally see some justice with this move by the group in the FEC this week.
Who knows? Yeah, right after they arrest Loretta Lynch, as we've been covering at the Gateway Pundit.
Right.
One final word, though. Paul Manafort's name. There have been articles on the Gateway Pundit. Just remind people the Paul Manafort connection, or perhaps no real connection to Ukraine, just so people know what's going on.
Manafort, the stunning headlines today, these big, screaming headlines all over the internet was that, his house was raided in a pre-dawn raid by the FBI. And then we find out when you read into it, it actually happened weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we find out that his organization and his, people who work for him, they've been very happy to turn over any documents that the FBI has wanted. They didn't need to raid his house. They could have got anything they wanted. So, again, it's just, I think, part of the media Democrat complex conspiracy to keep this this witch hunt alive.
All right, Jim. Thank you for joining me today.
All right, Adam. Bye.